The grades are in. I sent the rarest Pokemon cards in the world off to be graded. Today, I'm showing you the results. Hello there, my name is Leonhart. People call me the Pokemon Prof. I study Pokemon as a profession.
Now wait just a minute. People call me the Pokemon Professor.
Who are you?
You can call me Professor Oak.
Want to help me out with this? Take it away.
Welcome to the world of Pokemon.
A while back, I showed you a private Pokemon card collection I purchased from a mysterious Japanese collector. The collection contained thousands of rare cards and other collectibles totaling over $1 million.
Today I'm educating you.
Ahem.
We are educating you on the rich history of these treasured cards. But also, we're revealing the grades of the cards throughout this video, back from PSA, including the elusive Snap cards, and yes, some cards got a perfect score of 10. But before we can get the cards graded, we had to get them to PSA in California.
With these cards being potentially six figures in value, we had to ensure they arrived at their destination safely.
And some of you might remember what happened to my first edition base set Charizard.
So we flew all the way out to California so we can personally deliver the cards by hand, get them graded, and fly them back to Texas.
Take it away, Oak.
Pokemon, fantastical creatures created by Satoshi Tajiri and first appearing on the Nintendo Game Boy in 1996. Since that time, Pokemon have appeared in dozens of video games, TV shows, manga, movies, and a little trading card game you may have heard of. And in the process, it just so happens that Pokemon has become the highest grossing media franchise of all time. Now that's something.
Here at the Professor Leonhart Institute for Shiny Cardboard Studies, we specialize in the research of the Pokemon trading card game, first published in 1996. The first collection of Pokemon cards, now known as the base set, introduced trainers worldwide to a brand new way to enjoy their favorite pocket monsters.
The collection we bought from the mysterious Japanese seller contained some no-rarity base set cards. During the first run of base set, cards were printed without any symbol for the rarity of the card like we see today. Unlike the English releases, early Japanese card numbers followed the numerical ordering of Pokemon according to their Pokédex entry. The collection we bought had no rarity base set cards, including the big three: Charizard, Venusaur, and Blastoise, all of which will be graded for a future video. The original era of Pokemon cards ran from 1996 until 2000 with sets from Jungle to Gym Challenge, at which point we then entered into the Neo era.
And it's in this era, dear trainers, that I have some really cool graded cards from the collection to showcase the results.
Let's start with these two masterful cards that you didn't get to see in my previous video, the Shining Charizard and Shining Mewtwo, both from the final Neo set Neo Destiny released in 2002.
The Neo era focused on the new Gen 2 Pokemon, and so many new foundations of Pokemon were introduced. This era introduced Dark Pokemon, Metal Pokemon, Baby Pokemon, the game's Pokemon Gold and Silver, which introduced the time of day feature for the game, and also Pokemon breeding. And the follow-up game, Pokemon Crystal, the first Pokemon game where you could choose to play as a female trainer. Crystal also had the first animated sprites. And let me just say, these few frames of movement were huge at that time.
This era also introduced shiny Pokemon, like these two magnificent cards from Neo Destiny. We had these two beauties graded, and I'm so excited to announce Shining Charizard got a 10, and Shining Mewtwo also got a perfect 10. Fun fact about this Mewtwo card: Shiny Mewtwo in the game is green, but on this card, it's blue. You can check the population report for all graded copies of these two cards, and check out how rare these are.
Ah yes, there you are. The Neo era of Pokemon lasted about 2 years. Then we entered territory into some old school tech, the E-Series era.
This era was defined by a hardware add-on to the Game Boy Advance called the e-reader. Pokémon cards during this era had a wider border on the left and bottom sides. You could insert your cards into the e-reader and it would use optical scanning called dot code technology to scan the card. By scanning a card into the e-reader, you could unlock Pokédex entries, songs, minigames, or even hidden attacks.
The cards in this era also introduced Poké Powers and Poké Bodies. But best of all for collectors was the Crystal Pokémon. There were these 9 dazzling Crystal Pokémon cards released during this time. Crystal Pokémon were colorless, but had the ability that when you attached an energy card, you could change the Pokémon's type to that energy type for one turn.
The collection we purchased had the complete sets of all 9. And check this out, 10s across the board. 10s on all 9. Looking at the population reports, you can see there are very few of these graded cards out in the wild.
I'll use Splash for 10 damage.
Go fish. We're in the middle of a game, so while we finish up, go check out some other awesome items from the collection. And later on, we'll showcase more graded results.
The collection is filled with random Pokemon items such as unique binders, Pokemon cases and containers, original playmats, booster boxes from all eras, theme decks, how to play VHS tapes, loose packs, competition winner prizes, and 100% complete sets from all decades.
Moving on.
Gold Star cards were released from 2004 to 2007, a real downtime for the Pokemon Company as the original fan base was starting to grow out of the hobby. But what was created are some of the most sought after cards.
They're called Gold Stars because of the literal gold star placed after the Pokemon's name. These are among the rarest and hardest to pull cards ever released. The pull rate on Gold Star cards is roughly 1 in 88. That's less than 1 hit every 2 booster boxes. For reference, the pull rate on a VMAX from Evolving Skies is about 1 in 18.
With less interest in Pokemon, buyers bought less packs and therefore sellers bought less from suppliers, making print runs for the EX series sets incredibly low. Gold Star cards featured the shiny versions of Pokemon, and there were 27 in total printed. Every Gold Star Pokemon card was illustrated by one illustrator, Masakazu Fukuda, who began drawing for Pokemon in 2003. The collection we bought from Japan had many Gold Stars, but I really want you to check out 2 of the most valuable ones, Gold Star Charizard and Gold Star Rayquaza. Charizard came back a PSA 10, and the most valuable Gold Star of them all, Rayquaza, also came back a 10. Here's the population reports.
I have something else from the collection that you didn't see last time.
In 2009 and 2010, Shogakukan magazine held contests to promote the release of a couple Pokemon movies. Readers were asked to color in outlines of Arceus, Pichu, Zorua, and Zoroark and submit their artwork for a chance to have it made into a Pokemon card. It had been more than a decade since there was a contest where original fan artwork could be made into a physical Pokemon card. And of course, by this point you shouldn't be surprised, the Japanese collector we purchased from had the complete sets of all contest winners. For the 2010 Zoroark contest, we know that the winners were given 200 copies of their winning card, so each of these is one of 200. However, the 2009 contest with Arceus and Pichu, there's some debate and mystery as to just how many copies were given to winners. It's somewhere between 13 total copies and about 100 total copies made of each card. Either way, they're very cool complete sets that we're happy to have and also get graded in the future.
In my last video about the collection, I showed you some trophy cards from a 1999 Japanese tournament. A tournament held in a secret location, a tournament called the Secret Super Battle. Well, we got the cards graded, but before I show you the grades, I got more details about the Secret Super Battle.
The Secret Super Battle Best in Japan tournament was held in August 1999 for the seniors age division. And yes, It was literally held in a secret location. Even to this day, the location is unknown. The website Pokémon.com has a sheet given to players with the special rules, but the only existing image of it is too low resolution to read, adding even more mystery to the event. 36 qualifying players were invited to a hotel, then taken from the hotel by bus to the secret tournament location. The venue was also darkened to add to the ambiance. Winners received these super cool Mewtwo medals.
The qualifiers were chosen from top 3 finishers at Challenge Road 1999 summer events. Those finishers were given these trophy cards. With 9 events in the Challenge Road 99 series, it's believed that there are less than 10 copies total of the number 1 and number 2 trainer cards. The number 3 trainer card was actually awarded to both 3rd and 4th place, so there would be twice as many. The number 2 and number 3 cards were graded at PSA, with the results being as followed. Here are the grades for the Tropical Mega Battle Trophy cards.
And now for the grade reveals you've been waiting for, the Pokémon Snap Cards. Let's recap what the cards are and just how truly rare they are. Back in 1999, the magazine CoroCoro ran a contest for the game Pokémon Snap, where people were able to take pictures from the game, submit their photos, and a total of 10 winners were announced, showcasing the Pokémon in different environments in the game. However, the cards were so rare that there were only 20 copies of each winner card made. No one has the complete collection of all 10 cards. I'd like to thank the voice actor of Professor Oak, Stuart Zagnit, for being here today. It's been an incredible journey trying to get this collection for the past 2 years, and it means so much to me to have gone into the history, the education of why these cards are so special. And I'm proud to announce the Coughing card. The Coughing Snap card is going to be up for auction on rarecandy.com this month.
Be sure to subscribe so you can see more grade reveals in the future. And check out my most recent video of myself opening heavy vintage packs. And yes, I pulled a Charizard. Linked in the description below.
Stay awesome, stay positive, and I'll see y'all next time.